If you want to learn HTML, then the basic concept you need to know some basic term like what is the content and elements, attribute, all these things. So as you can see in the image, you will find the opening tag and the closing tag, and between them you will find a content basically. So we are calling it a content, and the um, whole thing is known as the element, as you can see. So if you will read the documentation carefully, you will find, and you also need to know some of the terms, so that you will not face any problem in the future. Because you need to, if you want to search anything, if you face any problem, then you need to know some term and technical term. So you need to know all these things. Here some of the important thing is also available, which is the block versus inline element. So we need to understand what is the block and what is the inline element. Basically the element which have a new line, it comes a new line, then it's known as block. As you can see the definition, which is they will appear on a new line form whatever content went before it, and any content that goes after it will also appear on a new line. Block level element tends to a structural element on the page that represent, for example, paragraph, list, navigation menu, footers, and so on. Block level elements wouldn't be nested inside an element, inline element, but it might be nested inside another block level element. So as you can see, and at the same time inline element are those who for example this one, you can say this is the inline, means in one line basically, in you can say as a layman. So you can see here that this is one text, and some of the word is emphasized, and suppose that um, a strong tag, some of the word will can be. So all this will be in the inline, as you can see here. Okay, so some of the technical term, if you will read the documentation carefully, you will find all these things, I believe. Let's talk about the attribute. So as you know that class is the one kind of attribute, and this is the attribute you can also understand from this images. And now a boolean attribute, as you know that sometimes we are writing attribute without their value. You can see here, for example, disabled. So sometimes we are writing disabled is equal to disabled, or sometimes we are writing only disabled, means it's a boolean. So it's also perfectly fine if you will use boolean attribute here. So as you can see, this is a disable. It means what this will do is to disable the input text. So here you can see this is the in the below you will find that this input box is disabled, means no one can write anything because this is disabled. We need to remove this disabled boolean attribute from there, then you will able to write something, because a input element is allowed to write something, write some text. So basically in HTML you need to understand what is the form, what is the input, means input. There are various type of form element like input, select box, radio button, checkbox. You need to understand all these things. And the class is also attribute, ID, and the name, what their use is. So you need to understand all these things. Basically you will find from the documentation, you will easily understand. So after that some table and their content. After getting all these things at all this point, you will no need to spend more time in HTML. If you will try Angular, React, or JavaScript also, then at that time you will utilize lots of this HTML tags, attribute, and all these elements. Then at that time you will get all this knowledge. So eventually you will learn all these things easily. That's why I'm leaving it as it is for now. If you'll suggest and if you will face any problem in the meantime, just comment. And if you'll you can also contact me if you will face any problem. Definitely I will try to explain the thing if you will not able to understand, but I believe that it's easy, and from the documentation it's the best way of learning. Not only you can learn but also play around, because you will get an area where you can change your text, change your code, basically HTML code, and you can check this output. So you can also play around, and you will also find a proper knowledge from the documentation, because from there you will not miss anything. So let's complete it, and then we will move toward the CSS. We will talk about little bit CSS, and then we will move the main part, which is the JavaScript. JavaScript is the main exciting technology for the web development. For the web development, JavaScript is one of the most and evergreen programming language. You have to know, it's a very fundamental thing. You can change the behavior of the web pages through the JavaScript. So it's very exciting technology. So we will move to the JavaScript, and we will try to learn all this